Hi, I'm Kevin D. Horty, Lean Coach with the Michigan Quality System, and I'm going to walk you through the Team Huddles element of the Lean and Daily Work model. Team Huddles is the third element of the five that we'll be walking you through today. So why Huddle? One, we want to make sure that our patients and staff are the focus of our improvement. And so by huddling around those measures that we found to be important, it allows us to more easily connect to these important stakeholders. It also builds stronger staff morale and improves communication. Studies have shown that one of the biggest sources of dysfunction within a team is either the lack of communication or miscommunication that occur within a department. So this allows us many opportunities to get on the same page as a team. It also gives everyone the ability to surface problems and waste and have a mechanism and a system to solve those problems that we've surfaced as a team. And it transforms the way we work so that we focus on improving things that make it hard for us to do our jobs, making our days go much smoother. So an example of standard work for huddles, which we want to be no more than 10 minutes, would be the team meeting at the visual board at some regular frequency determined by you, and then completing the huddle roll call. The second would be a quick service excellence review of the theme for that week, as well as the quote and any specific conversations that might connect to that. The next is to focus on safety. So our daily status would be reviewed and we would surface any potential issues that we've encountered. Key visual measures are then reviewed, both from a monthly standpoint as well as a daily standpoint, making a particular emphasis on those that are red. And then by focusing on those that are red, we can start to identify and document the specific problems that were impacting the performance on those measures. Next, we would identify any immediate actions that would need to take place to respond to those problems, and we would document and assign leads to those. And then everyday lean ideas that are in process would be reviewed and status would be updated. We would talk about some daily communication around the operations of our clinic, so that would be reviewed and recorded. And then any additional announcements, recognition, or celebrations would be brought forward, discussed, and then recorded on the board. And this process would then repeat during the next huddle. So next steps for you is to determine who those huddle participants need to be and the schedule for rotating a lead and a scribe, deciding on a huddle start time and a location for where your huddle will take place in front of your visual board. Identify a start date so that you can go live with this process and begin to experiment with your team huddles. Determining the standard work for your huddles, and you can post that right on your visual board in the provided space. And then identify how information will be communicated after each huddle for those that might not have been able to attend. And of course, we want to make sure that you are having fun and you keep these light as well. So one important thing is for us to keep in mind is that as we're developing ourselves as problem solvers, that each of us thinks about our role in two ways. One, to take initiative to find and fix the root causes of the problems that you face, and then of course to do your day-to-day activities. Sometimes we only think about our day-to-day responsibilities and we don't put as much emphasis on the responsibility we each have to make improvement to the work that we're doing. So we want to make sure that you're supporting each other and becoming better problem solvers. Remember that you want to make sure that when problems do surface, that you're concentrating on the process itself, not the people, right? So the improvements need to be made in the process, and we need to make sure that we are easy on each other and that we feel comfortable about talking about problems in a constructive way. So this was the team huddles. Again, if you have any specific questions, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you very much.